Okay, YouTube actually was downloading my videos. It's just like when they got done downloading from where I was looking at them, which is my photo section, it just said that it was like processing, in the middle of processing, or maybe they take a little time to process. I don't really know how YouTube works. Like I said, I had this on my iPhone 4 and maybe like a phone before that or something. I never even really did the whole YouTube thing. I watch videos, but I don't upload them, man. I don't do all that. But I'm gonna start though, and if people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm just doing this really to benefit myself, and maybe, possibly, if somebody stumbles along my video, maybe I could help somebody with the understanding that, see, don't listen to me. Seek God for yourself, please do, because I refuse. Hey, look, man, I'm not God, so just understand that. Put your faith in Christ and what He did at the cross, and leave it there, and don't move it. That's kind of like what I was saying about the finished work of Christ. Our victory over our strongholds, depression, addiction, pornography, like just whatever you're into, whatever you're battling with. It doesn't mean that, He doesn't heal, um, you know, He doesn't heal everything. Like there's some things that, just go on and on and on, just for whatever reason He won't heal. Um, you know, uh, so in some things He will. I mean, it's not in His will for you to suffer. It's not in His will for you to, He doesn't want you to suffer. I mean, if he wanted you to suffer, then why are the fruits of the Spirit joy, patience? Like, He wants you to be happy, but at the same time, don't think that your life is not going to be, that you could just, come to God and live some perfect life, like your troubles are over. It's not about living a troubleless life. I mean, that's not even a word. Wow. It's not even like living a trouble-free life. I mean, it's about finding joy in the midst of your troubles. And look, man, I'm like I said, I'm still like, last November of 2014. I mean, 2 Novembers ago. I'm not some, you know, some seasoned Christian or anything. So it's just like, I'm just saying that, God obviously doesn't want you know, God doesn't want you to be miserable. That's not His will. I mean, if He wants you to be miserable, then why would He turn around and say, the fruits of the Spirit are, joy, long suffering, and all this stuff, which means patience. He wants you to be happy, but He wants you to be joyful, not happy, but joyful. Happiness is, in my opinion, happiness is found in circumstance. You go to the store, you get those pair of sneakers or whatever you want. If you're a female, maybe it's a purse or whatever. You've been waiting for a long time to get this item or whatever, and you know, you get it. Somebody steals your purse, or you lose it, or if you're a dude, you play a game, a ball, and you scuff your sneakers, or somebody, I don't know, something happens to them. Happiness is fleeting; it comes and goes. Eventually, those items are gonna rust, and you're gonna have to throw them out, and then you're not happy anymore. Joy is something that you could be found in any situation. So what I'm saying is that God, wants you to be joyful, meaning that your life isn't going to be perfect, but in the midst of the pain, you could still be joyful. It doesn't mean you have to be fake, because if somebody is, if you come home and your house is burning down, nobody's expecting you to stare at your house like, my house is burning down, hey, what's up? Like, no, you can't do that. Your house is burning down. That's your livelihood, man. Of course you're going to be like, oh, and if you weren't like that, then you're just, something's wrong with you. Like, be human, but joy, is, I would assume, is just a sense of peace. Like, just you feel completed. Like, you like, you just know who you are in God, and regardless of your circumstances, God's got your back. And if God is for you, who can be against you? Really. But it doesn't mean that you're going to live a perfect life, and it doesn't mean that everything that comes along your way is going to be healed either. So I said, all that strongholds, just whatever, man. Whatever you're into. I mean, whatever is going on. I got something. I'll be right back. Hang on. I gotta cover this really quick. I just had to go stir my my food. But so it says, put your faith in Christ and what he did at the cross and leave it there. And don't move it. Our victory is over. I already read that section. But to get victory, you know, a lot of victory doesn't come overnight. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, I was healed of a 17 year. Actually, there was a period of time where I didn't really smoke that much. So, I mean, going by the actual time I smoked, I say close to like, you know, 16 something years, but you know, maybe 17, I don't know. But nonetheless, I was, you know, I was addicted, man. Like, I'll just be honest about it. Like, you know, I was at a pack a day for a while. You know, the only time I didn't really reach a pack a day is when I was smoking Newports, because I couldn't handle those things after a while. I started smoking. That's when I started smoking. Was I started smoking the Newport hundreds, and I smoked those for a few years. And then I just like the Newports, like, I don't know, man. I just like, I couldn't take it anymore. They were just too strong. Maybe it was like fiberglass or something. And then I switched over to like the Marlboros, and just, you know, I kind of switched on and off to the, you know, menthol, non-menthol. But I did, you know, throughout the course of 16 years, man. I mean, you know, but he, you know, ended up delivering me. And I mean, honestly, man, I never thought I would ever quit. Really, I mean, I was just hoping I would, and I never thought I would. But I mean, I sit here for the first time since 17 years old, man, and you know, I mean, I drink water. Like, I was never I know I was never like an alcohol person or anything, but I did drink soda. Not for 17, you know, 16 or 17 years, but I did smoke, and it feels good to just not want to smoke anymore. To wake up in the morning and just, you know, not reach for a cigarette. To eat a meal and not need a cigarette afterwards. You know, to not have to spend $10, you know, for a pack of cigarettes, or whatever they're at now. I don't know where you live, but in New York, last time I bought a pack, I was paying almost upwards of $9 for a pack of generic cigarettes. It was nuts, man. You know, so it's not even about the money. I don't even care about the money. I cared more along the lines of my long-term health, you know. But whatever. Um anyways, I mean, he's delivered me from so much more than that too. Not drug wise, but you know, like I said, diet soda, that stuff is like crack, dude. You know, like if I mean, it is. It really, really is. That stuff is really, really addicting, man. And but that's the only drug, you know, drugs that I really did that, you know. But then there's like just a whole bunch of other stuff too. I mean, just he really, really, you know, gutted me of some things, you know, some important things. And there's more astonishing stories than just, you know, being delivered a nicotine addiction, man. I mean, and that nicotine addiction was like basically overnight, and I never fiend for a cigarette since. Like, that's just like, I'm still trying to catch up to that reality. Like, I'm still mind blown. Like, every time I think about it, I can't even think about it with a straight face, man. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I'm still sitting here today, and I just like, I still haven't caught on to the fact that I'm not a smoker. It's insane. Like, it just happened so fast, man. But you know, that's all found in Christ's finished work at the cross. That's your victory. Okay, well, this video is about to expire. I kind of got caught up talking about other stuff, but I'm gonna upload this and I'll be back.